The following is a presentation of the Women's Football Alliance.
Week 1 is in the books and the season is shaping up to be a great one. Welcome to Week 2 on the road to Canton. Welcome to another week of Road to Canton. I'm Brian Sweeney, your host, the voice of the Women's Football Alliance Pro Division National Championship. We had some great games in Week 1, including an upset. Here's some scores and highlights from last week. The St. Louis Slam, after missing the last couple of seasons, came out on top of the Columbus Chaos by a final score of 14-6. Minnesota Vixen extended their winning streak over the Iowa Phoenix, this time shutting them out by a final score of 55-0. The Arlington Impact started the season on the road and in doing so handed the Austin Outlaws a 40-6 loss. In the first Pro Division upset of the year, the Houston Energy posted a convincing win over the Dallas Elite Mustangs 42-8. The DC Divas were the highest scoring team of the weekend when they beat the Baltimore Nighthawks 67-6. Speaking of the Divas, last season Dee Scott suffered an injury that for most people would have ended their career. This season Dee is back. She was a part of the Divas' victory, scoring 3 touchdowns. In the WFA Pro Game of the Week, Pittsburgh showed that although they had not been playing in the last few years, they are still all business by defeating the Detroit Venom 27-8. Alex Westad is here to break down that game for us now.
Thanks, Brian. I appreciate it. Last week's Game of the Week featured the Pittsburgh Passion at the Detroit Venom in Pittsburgh's first game back since the 2019 season. The scoring would open early as Passion running back Ariel Smith would open the scoring with a scamper of 4 yards on the ground for Pittsburgh's first touchdown since 2019. The Passion's defense would take hold for a moment with a number of sacks and big losses, including a Jasmine Jones interception. Marcelina Chavez would add her name to the scoring sheet on a quick slant to the end zone from 46 yards out, with the extra point making it 14-0 Pittsburgh. Chavez would again find the end zone on a 53 end-around sweep for her second touchdown of the opening half. That gave the Pittsburgh Passion a 21-0 lead at the half. Both teams would add a touchdown of their own in the second half, and the Pittsburgh Passion pick up win number 1 on the season, defeating the Detroit Venom by a final score of 27-8. Pittsburgh now 1-0. The Detroit Venom now 0-1.
Thanks, Alex. There were some great plays in Week 1 in WFA Pro Division football. Here are some of the highlights. Iowa at Minnesota. Defensive line player number 13, Sam Barber, beats Iowa's offensive line after the snap and gets a sack at number 12, Megan Kushner. Barber finished with 9 solo tackles, 4 of them for loss. Pittsburgh at Detroit. Number 11, Marcelina Chavez breaks multiple tackles on her way to a 54-yard touchdown run. Chavez finished the game with an average of 18 yards receiving and 15 yards rushing per carry in the game. Back to Minnesota, this time new quarterback Aaron Kelly on the opening play of the game, finding Sam Barber, who also plays wide receiver, for a 51-yard touchdown. Kelly finished the game with 113 yards on only 3 completions. Barber finished with only 2 receptions, but both resulting in touchdowns for the Vixen. Same game. Number 40, Ace Thyssen, returns with an interception and a 50-yard pick-6 touchdown. Ace added a second interception in the game for a total of 75 yards returned off of Iowa Phoenix miscues. Now to Arlington, where number 15, Tara Thomas, had 252 all-purpose yards in the season opener, including this reception for 45 yards and a touchdown. Finally, from Division III's Arizona outcast number 26, Jessica Gray recovers a fumble from the Cruces Regulators and returns it 56 yards for a touchdown. Gray would also score 6 touchdowns on offense as the Outcasts went on to win 52-18. All of that just in week 1. We'll be right back. The Women's Football Alliance wants to thank their sponsors, KT Tape, Coors Light, Wilson, Aid Nation, Zenith, Hall of Fame Resort and Entertainment Company, Secret, and the NFL Alumni Academy. Thank you for your support of the Women's Football Alliance. Last week in Low on the Go, we learned that Lois Cook likes to eat, likes to talk a lot, and always has her phone out. Who knows what she's up to this week?
Wait, what? Just kidding. I'm here this time. I dropped my pen. But listen, come here. I gotta tell you something. Come closer. Come closer. Closer. Not that close. Not that close. Okay, look. I've heard that the Slam and the Vixen got some major beef. Like, yo, it is insane. They can't even be in the same room together. We should call them right now. Oh, we should call them. Come on. Jessica! Oh, what are you doing outside, girl? Anyway, listen, somebody's talking a lot of mess, and word on the street is that they're coming to see you.
So the Slam is coming to Minnesota. Welcome.
Wait. Let me call Tamika so we can clear the air. What? That's messy. Come on. You better answer. It's my service. Mika Meek! I got Jess on the phone. Well, don't give me that look. Hold on.
It's been a while. I know you guys took some time off, and I'm sure you're a little bit rusty, so as guests in our house, I thought it was appropriate to get you guys a gift.
Ooh!
I think you're gonna need it.
Tamika, are you gonna take that?
Look, all we know is what we bringing.
What you bringing?
We bringing that heat. We bringing that fire. Okay? What we need to know is Vixens, are y'all ready? Are y'all ready?
All you guys have been doing on the off season is practicing weird handstand tricks like you did in 2019. Were you guys confused on what sport we were playing? Pro tip, coming from a team who had a shutout game the first game of the season, focus on skill more than playing tricks, and that'll get you to Canton. Unless we stop you first.
You saw your game last week. It was good. It was good. I ain't gonna lie. But was it supposed to be intimidating? Because baby, no. It's not giving what it was supposed to give. It's giving yellow starburst. It's giving black licorice. It's giving putting on some fresh socks and stepping in a wet spot. Come on. We gotta do better than that. You gotta do better than that if you want to intimidate the Slam. Come on. But we coming. We're gonna come to your house and we're gonna bring that fire. What you gonna do about it?
Jessica, I know you guys are not gonna take. Listen, just hold on. Just take a deep breath. Calm down. Breathe before you say anything. Breathe.
I hope you guys are bringing it, because I know we are. May the best team win.
It's not what it looks like. I was not trying to instigate. I just wanted to clear the air. That got a little out of hand, so I invited both of them over. I think they're here right now. We're gonna settle this once and for all. Lydia, come on, you don't want this. Is that supposed to be a slam? I got a mix for the Vixen. Oh yeah, here's your handstand. Oh, you like yellow servers, huh? Black licorice? Oh yeah, I got something for you.
Let's take a look at Week 2's Pro Division matchups. The Arlington Impact are on the road for the second week in a row after an impressive road win last week at Division II Austin. This time they play the 1-0 Division II Houston Energy, who also started the season with an impressive win last weekend over another Pro Division team. In a true clash of power, the DC Divas welcomed the reigning national champions Boston Renegades to town for their first meeting of the season. DC, coming off the largest scoring total for Week 1, are hoping to keep the points coming as Boston is playing in their first game of the season. By the way, Boston's last loss, May 19th, 2018, to the DC Divas. The Cali War take to the field for the first time in 2022. They will be on the road against Division III's California Crush. Last week, the Crush beat the Kern County Crusaders 12-7. The Tampa Bay Inferno are ready to start their 2022 campaign and will do it at home against the Jacksonville Dixie Blues of Division II, who last week beat the North Carolina Fierce 30-12. The Nevada Storm, 2019 Division III champion and Division II champion in 2021, are ready to make a historic run at the WFA Pro Championship in 2022. They make their start on the road against the Division II Mile High Blaze that started the season with a 38-7 victory over the Nebraska Valkyries. And finally, in our game of the week, St. Louis travels to Minnesota. In the 3 times these two teams have met in the past, St. Louis has won all 3. Minnesota is coming off an impressive 55-0 shutout of the Iowa Phoenix, and St. Louis a 14-6 victory over the Columbus Chaos. Dallas, Detroit, and Pittsburgh are all on byes this week. The Women's Football Alliance wants to thank their sponsors, KT Tape, Coors Light, Wilson, Aid Nation, Zenith, Hall of Fame Resort and Entertainment Company, Secret, and the NFL Alumni Academy. Thank you for your support of the Women's Football Alliance. Welcome back. The WFA Pro Division National Championship is less than 3 months away. Alex Westad is here to break down this week's Game of the Week.
This week's WFA Pro Division Game of the Week features the St. Louis Slam at the Minnesota Vixen. Both teams were victorious a week ago, with Minnesota defeating the Iowa Phoenix by a final score of 55-0. St. Louis, in their first game back since the 2019 season, was able to defeat a new Division II team, the Columbus Chaos, by a final score of 16-8. This is a matchup that Minnesota has been looking to for quite some time, and it is their first matchup since the Division II Midwest Regional in 2019 in St. Louis, Missouri, a 16-8 win for the Slam, which sent the Slam on to a championship in Division II and sent Minnesota home packing for that season. St. Louis was also able to defeat the Minnesota Vixen 31-14 earlier in that season. And if we look at all time since Minnesota joined the WFA since 2017, St. Louis has won each of the 3 matchups. In fact, the last time the Minnesota Vixen fell at home in Minnesota was to the St. Louis Slam in a 35-21 victory for St. Louis in May of 2017. The core of the St. Louis Slam is their quarterback Jamie Gall, running back Taylor Hay, wide receivers Kaylee Nutzling and Danielle Price. Gall since 2017, Taylor Hay since 2010, Nutzling since 2013, and Price since 2017. All were dominant in both matchups against Minnesota in 2019, accounting for all of the scoring in those contests. This is a power 4 that knows how to win football games, and they will have their hands full certainly with a Minnesota defense that pitched a shutout against the Iowa Phoenix a season ago. It's the St. Louis Slam, it's the Minnesota Vixen. We'll have it for you here on all your WFA Pro social media channels.
So it's another week of exciting WFA Pro Division matchups. Follow WFA across social media and find a team and get yourself out to a game. For Alex Westad, Brandy J, Lois Cook, I'm Brian Sweeney, and we'll see you next week on the road to Canton.
Thank you for watching the preceding presentation from the Women's Football Alliance.